Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I'm so happy that you've joined me this week. This is going to be your weekly reading for June 9th to the 15th. So let's go ahead. We've got a couple things to discuss here, of course. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And those that are returning, welcome back. Thank you for taking the time out to spend with me today. I hope you enjoy your reading. Please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate all the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. It really does help support my channel. So I just want to really say thank you so very much. Now, let's get into a couple of things. First of all, we have got a full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. So we are going to see a surge of energy, or we're really going to feel this surge of energy, where we're going to be focusing a little bit more on truth, movement, and expansion. Remember that the planet Jupiter rules the sign Sagittarius. So this is going to be really a sign that encourages growth beyond limitations. It really could be a time where you feel like you really need to evaluate what you believe, where you're headed. So maybe forecasting where you're headed and what needs to change in order for you to keep evolving. So again, there could be some deep thought coming in, but it's really, again, really a lot about movement and expansion. So I think they'll see that in the cards. All right, Capricorn, let's get right into your reading. We're going to start with your angel number. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading and see how it ties everything together. Now, for those of you as well, I just want to, on the 15th of this month, June, is Father's Day. So just a big shout out to all you fathers and mothers who are celebrating Father's Day. I hope it's a wonderful day for everyone. All right, let's get these incoming energies. Capricorn, Spirit Angels, Guides. The incoming energies as we move through the week for the beautiful sign Capricorn. All right, let's see. What is happening here? We've got some caring connections, some partnerships maybe for some of you. Showing your emotions a little bit more, putting your cards on the table. Maybe not putting your cards on the table with the moon there. Let's see. All right, Capricorn. Caring connections number 14. Of course, we look at the illustration. And of course, the first thing we're going to think of is, oh, it must be a love relationship. Of course, all caring connections are not always love-based in the sense of an intimate love. It can be partnerships on really any level. It's just showing that there is something on your mind. Maybe it is a new partnership. Maybe it's a business partnership. We'll know more when we get into the tarot cards. It'll give us a little bit more direction as to what this energy is. But what could be on your mind this week is something to do with a partnership. Now, sometimes those partnerships are even with our own thought processes or with our own feelings. Getting in touch with our feelings, getting a better understanding of the direction that we want to go as well. It can be spiritual connections. So for some of you, it really could be a spiritual connection. Now, with number 52, the goddess of the moon. Now, this is like full moon energy. So when we think of moon energy, we always think of the unknown, sort of our insecurities, our fears, our fear of the unknown. For some of you, there could be a partnership where maybe it's in the beginning stages and things are a little bit unknown and a little bit uncertain at this time. Again, once we get into the tarot cards, we'll get a little bit more, we'll pull more information from that. But Goddess of the Moon is also an energy of intuition and trusting your gut feeling and going with that and really embracing a time where sometimes we don't always have to have all the answers. Sometimes it's okay that things are left a little unknown. Maybe there is a little bit of mystery. And of course, if there is a new encounter for some of you, a new relationship, it could be still the mystery of that as well. But I believe that really with this Goddess of the Moon showing up in your reading, it's really just putting that focus on that June 11th Sagittarius full moon energy. This is time to remember it's encouraging growth beyond limitations. Don't be fearful of all of the don't be fearful and limit yourself or restrict yourself from the things that bring happiness and joy to your life. And it could be something to do with partnership for some of you. All right, Capricorn, that is your incoming energies. Now let's find out currently. At the bottom of the deck, we'll go a couple back here, see what is going on. We got the man holding a coin. Again, remember, no gender with any of the cards. Now, number 43, man holding a coin, is definitely Capricorn energy. It's your long-term planning. It's the things that you think about that will benefit you long-term. It's the hard work and dedication that you put into everything. It is definitely the man holding a coin has attained quite leadership energy. They are very much in leadership positions, whether or not that's in a job or whether that's just the lead that you take in your life. You know, you hold your goals, and your ambitions are very important to you, so you are very goal-oriented. Now, in your current energies, we have number 9, broken heart. So I feel like, for some of you, something has disappointed you. And this could be something, I like for some of you, I'm really thinking this is not just current energies. This is something that goes back a little bit. So something has broken your heart. Whether it's a contract, whether it's something to do with family, siblings, friends, neighbors, you know, and of course, intimate relationships. But it's definitely something that has left your heart feeling like it's broken, and you're maybe searching for some healing energy. Now, number 16, the Patience card, shows for the energy that I'm getting off of this, and the message I'm getting off of this is that you are really have been quite patient. And I think that you have been really working on progressing towards healing your broken heart. And divine timing is working in favor with you to bring more peace and balance into your life. The Patience shows that divine timing is here. I feel like whatever has broken your heart, Capricorn, and again, it can be like our hearts can be broken on so many different levels. You know, if we're going for a job and the contract or the job interview doesn't go as well as we planned, you know, our heart kind of gets a bit broken because we were anticipating or already planning how things were going to escalate or elevate from that. So a broken heart. We can have a broken heart because somebody that we were in love with did something that made us really sad. You know, again, we could be disappointed with our parents, we could be disappointed with our children, and you know, that broken heart just reaches so many different levels. And of course, Capricorn, use your own intuition with the cards to see, you know, what areas of my life am I, you know, healing from? Because that healing energy is actually going to bring you so much more strength and resiliency as we move forward as well. And especially if, you know, if you are getting into some sort of new partnership, the lessons that we learn from old partnerships really help bring strength to that new partnership as well. All right, let's get right into these tarot cards. We want to get more into this and find out, you know, the messages that your angels are sending with caring connections and the goddess of the moon. Spirit angels guides. We're going to start with the first 3 cards. We'll talk about those. Then we'll move on to the second set, then the third set, and then we will clarify. There we go. And one more. Perfect. These are really flying high today. All right, I'm going to hold these up. All right, we first have the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands, you know, 7 of Wands is really showing a lot of resiliency as well, a lot of strength, standing up for yourself, setting boundaries. And, you know, sometimes, especially if there are new partnerships maybe that are forecasted for you, or if you're in a current partnership and there is some unknown or uncertainty going on in that partnership, the 7 of Wands just shows us it's really important for you to stay in your own integrity, stay in your own strength. And if there are things that come up, you know, that maybe aren't really in line with the way you're thinking or your morals or your standards, the 7 of Wands shows that you have the strength and ability to stand up for what you believe in. So, you know, this is a very powerful card, and it just shows your own internal strength, which is fantastic. And again, I think for some of you, the 7 of Wands coming with the 2 of Cups, this 2 of Cups is the caring connections as well. It can be, again, those partnerships. There might be something going on in a partnership this week where it's going to require you to either set boundaries or stick up for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, you know, people that stick up for themselves and stand up for what they believe in are very well respected. So again, you know, you can't control how other people think or feel. You can only control your own feelings and thoughts. And there's nothing wrong with standing up for what you believe in. Now, the Ace of Swords is the truth, and there is a victory here. So I really feel by you setting boundaries this week, or you really confronting a partnership in a truthful way, you're going to receive victory. And also, too, if there has been some sort of uncertainty about something with a partnership and you've been feeling a little bit on edge because, maybe you've been waiting for some direction or waiting for some clarity, the Ace of Swords is that breakthrough moment. So I really feel like whatever that goddess of the moon and uncertainty is for you, Capricorn, you're going to see the breakthrough. And I think you're going to see it pretty much at the beginning of the week. All right, let's get the second row. Let's find out what's happening with the second row. We've got the first one there already. Center of your reading. Well, the center of your reading, Capricorn, is your wish fulfillment. All right, let's start with the first one here. So we've got the Page of Swords. Again, I feel like there's lots of messages coming through this week. Again, lots of clarity. And this could be because, again, maybe this has a lot to do with the full moon. Full moons are, of course, the cycles that we are ready to, end, right? We're ready to wrap up. We're ready to close out, because we're anxious to really start something new. And sometimes we can't leave things unfinished. The Page of Swords is just another indication that there's messages that are coming through. And I think that it could be your own inquisitiveness, your own curiosity that helps you seek the information that you need. So again, this could be information that's coming from somebody. So maybe it is in the form of some sort of communication, because swords are ruled by the mental suit. So they could be communications. But it also could be coming from somebody. Maybe it's coming from somebody that's younger, or it could even be a message from one like a child or a grandchild. Again, there's some sort of message that is coming through that's going to provide you with some clarity. Now, everything is in alignment here with your Nine of Cups. This is beautiful to have in the center of your reading because, of course, this card connects everything together. So the Nine of Cups is the emotional fulfillment that we feel when we feel like everything is aligning nicely for us. I think, again, with this full moon encouraging growth beyond limitations, I think that you are really feeling good in your own skin right now. I feel like the Nine of Cups is really being able to pinpoint where your emotional joy comes from. Sometimes we really don't know how to communicate what brings us joy and happiness, but I really feel like the communications in your reading already are really allowing you to see truth. You are really bringing this surge of energy, focusing on truth. And this is what's going to allow fast-paced movement, and it's going to allow expansion in your life. So that Nine of Cups in the center is fantastic. And then along with that, you've got the Six of Wands, and that is yet another victory. So if we look at the cards that are beside each other, we've got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands, and both cards do talk about victory. The Six of Wands is really, again, being recognized, feeling a great deal of personal achievement, but it's not just recognized by yourself. It's like someone else or a group of people are almost giving you a round of applause, or you are sort of the spotlight and you are getting some recognition for something. So really feeling like a high achievement here. And again, this achievement that's coming could be from a message. So if you've been waiting on, and again, we talked about like a job interview, or you've gone, you're reevaluating some sort of contract, or you're looking for a promotion. The Page of Swords is that information that's being handed to you, and it's all in line with your wishes and your wishes coming true. I really feel like for some of you that have maybe applied for a position, whether it's to upgrade your skills or whether it's to put you in a leadership position, I feel like there's some positive messages coming through this week for you. It's the end of the delays. It's the end of the insecurity, which is really, again, in line with that beautiful full moon energy. All right, let's get the last two cards. There we go. All right, so we're starting with the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, your prayers are being answered. The Four of Swords is really a healing card as well. So again, if currently you've been going through some sort of broken heart where maybe things, you maybe it can be just the feelings we have. Feeling like, geez, I feel like that this it's not working out the way I thought it was, and it really is really kind of getting to me. The Four of Swords is showing sort of that peace and calm after that. The healing is taking place and your prayers are being answered with that Four of Swords. It's also the universe really nudging you to really maybe take some time out for yourself, especially if you've got a lot going on. There's nothing wrong with taking a day for yourself, to really bounce back that energy. We've got the Five of Swords, which is definitely some sort of mental conflict or some sort of conflict that is coming through this week, and is that conflict because you have to feel like you do have to stand your ground. It's not always easy for us to set boundaries with people in our lives. Sometimes that's a necessity in life as well. But it's not always in our nature to do that. So we can have some mental conflict around that. We'll find out more when we clarify that Five of Swords to really kind of pinpoint a little bit more what area you're feeling that conflict. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is really, again, it's that new offer. It's a new home. It's a new vehicle. It's a new relationship. It's something that you're investing into that's, it's a new beginning of something. Maybe something that you are going to see that requires a lot of hard work, but the Ace of Pentacles is a very rewarding ace. And I see it in the same sort of it's in the horizontal line here with the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. Victory, victory, truth, and something new for you. Something that is really going to benefit you long term. Because the Ace of Pentacles, it is feeling, it's almost this, I just feel like something is really aligning nicely here for you. All right, I really want to find out really now with the clarifying cards, because now that we've got all of these, it'll be interesting to see how all of this works together. I think that whatever uncertainty that you've been feeling coming into this week, you're going to feel clarity by the end of the week. All right, let's get clarifying cards for the Seven of Wands and the Two of Cups. Standing your ground, setting boundaries with some sort of a partnership. Let's see. Find out. Spirit Angels Guides, thank you. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving knight. Now, being Pentacle, it's Earth sign. So Capricorn, this very well could be your energy. There could be something that I feel like for some of you, you may be starting out in a new relationship, or there's new friendship, there's a new connection of some sort. Could be a work connection too. Maybe it's a new job. Trying to figure things out, and when we're trying to figure things out, we have to sort of, we sort of feel like we're on guard a little bit more because we're putting protective barriers around, because it's something new. The Knight of Pentacles shows that whatever this partnership is, it's something that really can withstand the test of time. And I think that if you show that you are very strong, and that the things that are important to you, you don't back down on, I think it's just going to bring a whole new sense of respect. Not only will that person have respect for you, but you will also in turn see that you can have respect for that person as well. So a lot of reciprocity, like there's reciprocating energy here. The Knight of Pentacles, of course, is long-term, right? Plants the seeds, planting seeds and nurturing those seeds, and okay with things falling into line as they may. Not always rushing the process, because, we can't sometimes rush partnerships, especially if it is new people that we're meeting or new positive connections that we're meeting. Things happen and progress over time. But I feel like you're in a very good place, and this is in line with what your wish truly is. Sometimes things we want to move fast, but not always do they have to. I think that you're building something very successful here with some sort of partnership. Again, it could be an entrepreneurship. You could be branching off and doing something, for work, or it could be a new love relationship as well. But the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Let's see, Spirit Angels Guides. If we could get the clarifying card. Thank you. And we've got the Six of Cups. Some of you could be something from the past. Again, could be someone from your past returning. It could be your old feelings from the past, the memories from the past. There could be some sort of truth that's revealed from the past, and it could be bringing clarity to situation. This Six of Cups is a very joyful and happy card. So, as things are starting to transform, maybe and evolve in a relationship or in a partnership or even in your own faith or your own spirituality, it's those positive memories from the past that bring a new sense of energy and flow to a partnership as well. I think there's a lot of truth and a lot of integrity, and whatever this partnership is, I think it's something that it's made to last. I think there could be some sort of, what the message that's coming through here is that even if this person isn't from your past, whether it's for love or for work or whatever, if this person isn't from your past, they have a connection to you that reminds you of something from your past, or there is some sort of past affiliation, and it's an interesting connection that you have. That could be just for some of you, but that is what the message is that's coming through here. Your life is transforming, and your past is transforming. What happened in the past is transforming, and it's bringing in and evolving something new in your life. The sunflowers, the sunflowers follow the path of the sun. This brings joy and happiness. All right, Capricorn. Let's get Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And you know what? You got the Devil. And I think the reason you got the Devil, and the only reason I think that you got the Devil, is because this is Capricorn energy. It is the way for the universe to say, and your angels to say, okay, I want you to know that this reading is strongly connecting with your energy this week. So I believe that that's the reason why that Devil came up. I think that you yourself are breaking free as well. I think you're breaking free from whatever that broken heart was. And I think that you are really going through a transformation. Whatever was in the past, you're ready to leave behind because you're ready to follow the sun and you're ready to follow the joy. Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands, feeling that great sense of victory. Spirit, angels, guides. Oh my goodness, and I say you follow the sun, and then you get number 19, the sun. You definitely are following the path of the sun. I think that for some of you, I think with this Seven of Wands, what's coming up is a lot of you really hold on tightly. You don't always necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve and show your emotions, but I feel like you are feeling a sense of great positivity with some sort of new connection that you are making. And again, that can be work related too. Maybe you're really feeling good about the expansion that you're doing with your career. But for others of you, it can be personal relationships as well. And following the sun shows pure happiness and joy, contentment. There's peace, there's serenity, there's definitely healing with the sun. The sun has a very healing energy. This is what is producing emotional fulfillment for you. Keep following the sun, definitely. Four of Swords and the Five of Swords. Let's find out. Now, I do feel like there is rest or answers prayed after some sort of conflict. And you got the Temperance card. Temperance ruled by Sagittarius, and we know we've got that full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. But this is all about peace and contentment. It's really, again, it's all about, this person has a lot of alchemy. So it's taking something and blending it together to make something work, and it brings peace and joy and contentment in your life. Whatever this mental conflict is that you have had, and of course, only you are going to know what that is, Capricorn, because it's going to be different for each of you. But I do believe it's not a conflict like you're having an argument with somebody. This, I feel, is more like a mental conflict. It's like, it's your thought processes is like, oh my goodness, you're conflicting that way. Your prayers are actually being answered. And what that's doing is it's finally putting you in a place of balance. It's putting you in a place of peace. All right, let's get the Five of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's find out the card for that. And we've got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups could be a supporting energy. Again, no gender with the cards. Watery energy, and definitely somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve here. Could be your energy, or could be somebody who is a supportive energy around you. The conflict, I think the mental conflict is that sometimes we feel vulnerable when we start to let our emotions show. And you're trying so hard to stand your ground, you're trying hard to stay strong. And it could be because we have this fear of our heart being broken. But I think that really what this reading this week is encouraging you to do is to follow the positivity, follow your heart, follow the sun, and really allow the transformations in life to take place. I feel like things are aligning nicely for you in an emotional way, Capricorn. And the Queen of Cups shows loyalty. She shows intuition. She shows strength in following her heart. She really truly believes that by following your heart, you're really going to really bring more emotional fulfillment your way in whatever aspects of your life. And joy, like wherever that brings you joy, is where she wants you to lead. And there's certainly nothing wrong at times to show your emotions. And I feel like the conflict you have is by doing so. But by opening up and showing your emotions, your true, following your path with your heart, is actually going to open up a lot of new opportunities for you as well. And I do believe that there is something new that is opening up for you. It could be a new job offer. It could be a whole new job. It could be a new person. It could be a new love, somebody new in your life from a love perspective as well. This person that is entering your life of supportive energy could be a water sign. So for some of you, it could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And again, if it's not their sun sign, it could be their moon, or it could be their Venus sign as well. Also too, it could be your if you know your birth chart, again, the Queen of Cups could very well be your own energies as well. But I think that by following your heart, you're going to see that you truly can open up so many more offers. It offers you so many more opportunities to expand by opening up your heart. All right, let's get your angel message. Let's find out what the angels would like to share with you. Special messages for Capricorn. We've got one. And they want me to read the bottom. So let's read that bottom. We're going to read this one first, though. Okay, you've got number 29. There's some guidance here. This is nice to see. It says, help from the higher being. So you're not alone on this journey. All right, you always have the guidance of your angels, of God, of your faith. It's always there. And it's never, even when you feel alone, you're not. So just know that this is just, again, it's the message that's coming through is that there is strong guidance this week. And a lot of it could be because of the brightness of that full moon. And the bottom of the deck, they wanted me to take that. It says devotion, number 11. I love number 11. Now, you did get some aces in your reading, and you did get some sixes in your reading. So I do want you to keep those aces and sixes as important numbers as well. And you know, what's interesting is, as well, and I want you to keep this in mind with numerology, number 11, devotion. Number 29, in numerology, number 29 is also number 11. So I feel like your devotion to your faith, the devotion to your spirituality is bringing you that guidance as well. Sacred worship, right? Devotion, devoted to life, devoted to love, devoted to your ambitions, and devoted to your passions. But most of all, be devoted to what brings you happiness. And don't let the past restrict you from really expanding something with your heart for the future. All right, so devotion, very important. Stay devoted. All right, let's get an additional angel message for you, Capricorn. Oh, wow, they've got lots of messages for you. So let's start. We've got the first one here, and it's fire. Fiery energy. We're seeing it with the full moon in Sagittarius, their fire sign. Number 17, it says the element of fire heralds new life and positive transformations, right? Following the sun energy. So this fire energy that's happening for you is an important element right now. The Philosopher's Stone, number 22, it's powerful manifestations and wishes and goals. So it's the powerful manifestations of wishes and goals. This is right in alignment with number 9 of Cups in the center of your reading, and it is your wish fulfillment. This is going to be a very positive week for you. My goodness, then you get number 1, wishes come true. So rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Goodness me. Okay, fantastic reading. And number 24, the goddess. It's the healing feminine energy, and we want to see the healing. We're seeing healing, and I believe that moon energy, she's the goddess as well, right? She's the goddess as well. I feel there's a lot of healing energy around you. And you know, the Queen of Cups is also healing energy. Perfect. All right, let's close out your reading. We're going to get your angel number. We're going to see how it ties everything together. Remember, number, I want you to keep in your mind aces, sixes, and also the number 11. I think it's a really important number this week. Belief system. Yeah, your belief system is your guidance as well. Now, 0110, number 11, very important number. Go after what you want. If you want that job, if you want that promotion, if you want that home, if you want that new car, if you want that relationship, don't put restrictions. It's time for movement and expansion. Uniqueness, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. Because when we show appreciation and gratitude, we can manifest so many wonderful things to come our way. It says you're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Okay, you've got 3 cards that are basically, no, you've got 4 cards that are basically saying that your wishes are coming true. Time to make that wish, time to power through it, because I feel like this is going to be an incredible week for you with that Sagittarius full moon in movement this week. Thank you, Capricorn, for joining me today. I really hope that this resonates, and I really hope you enjoy it. Please leave comments. Love connecting with your energy. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.